Hi, everybody. Good to see you again. Or if this is where you're starting, happy Tuesday. Good morning. Um, Welcome to our writing for today. We're going to be doing something a bit different this week, not just doing little individual writes that we've been doing so far since you've been home, but actually planning out a proper story and planning out something that you're going to be excited to write about tomorrow and then go back to on Thursday and then be able to have something you're really proud of to share on Friday. Okay, so just like we did in class before when we wanted to have something really good that was worth sharing, um, we're going to start with planning. Okay, so same steps we did in class, but now you're doing them at home. But I'm still here to help you come up with some ideas and walk you through them. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first, what you need to do. I'm going to move me down here because I was blocking some of there. Okay, first, what you need to do is you need to think about what do you want to actually write about. Okay, it could be lots of different things. So I'm telling you that I would like you to do something creative. So making up a story. Okay, so it's not just a journal entry. You're not just writing about your weekend or anything. You need to make up something. Okay, so what do you want to write about? First thing, a good idea is think about the stories that you like to read or watch or listen to. So, what are your favorite books? What are your favorite TV shows? What's your favorite movie? What are your favorite stories that your parents read to you? So, think about those because that's obviously what you like. Okay, and try to think of some ideas around those topics. So, I know like right now Jacob's been reading a lot of. It's called Tales of an 8-Bit Kitty. So, it's a kind of a Minecraft story. So maybe that's what he wants to write about. Or Leyland, I think, has finished all the Diary of a Wimpy Kids right now. So maybe he wants to write about a kid in school because that's what he likes to read about. Or maybe you really like the Goosebumps that I used to read. So you could write maybe a spooky story or Harry Potter. We all like that one. So think about that kind of stuff. So whether it's fantasy, whether it's adventure, whether it's sci-fi, whether it's more realistic, like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, it's up to you. So think about that. And then think about what's in your brain pockets. So right now, what is in your idea pockets? Remember when we did that in our writing? We came up with all of our ideas. So idea pocket was things that you like to write about. So try to start there. What's your favorite thing to read about? That's what you should be writing about. Okay. Once you got that, move on to the next one, which is um, planning your characters. So in this story, we are going to need 2 characters minimum. You could do more, but really focus on 2 for today. So you need your main character. Remember that big word we learned, protagonist. So that's the character that goes through the story, okay, that we're following along. They have something to do, something to accomplish. So today, just describe them. So what are they like? What do they look like? What are their motivations? What are their favorite things to do? Any details like that are going to help you make the character feel more real when it comes to writing. And you need one other character at least, and that's going to be your antagonist. So that character is the person that's trying to stop your main character from doing whatever they need to do. Okay, so think about like Little Red Riding Hood. Our main character is Little Red Riding Hood. The antagonist is the wolf. So Red Riding Hood wants to deliver the stuff to her grandma. The wolf is trying to stop her. So that's the antagonist's job, is to try to stop the main character from doing what they need to do. So also describe them. So the other character, what do they like? Yeah, describe them, what they look like, describe their actions, why are they doing what they're doing, what are they actually wanting to do, things like that. Okay. If you want, if you have time, you can add pictures of your characters. That's always fun. But you can just write a couple little notes. I'm going to show you what I planned out at the end of this. Okay. Once you have your characters, next job is the setting. So, where does the story actually take place? Is it Penticton? Is it the moon? Is it a made up fantasy world? Describe it. What's it like? Gotta move myself again. Hey, now I'm up here. Describe the place and when. So, setting is where and when. So, where is it? What is it like? What does it look like? And then when. So, what year is it? What type of the year? What time of the year is it? Is it winter? Is it summer? Is it fall? And what time? Does it take place during just one day? Is it going to be a big epic adventure where it takes a month or a year? So, decide that before you start writing. And one more, the plot. Okay, remember, plot is what actually happens in your story. So what's action? So we need to think about how you're going to begin your story, what's going to happen in the middle, and how it'll end. So your beginning, do not put once upon a time. You know how much I hate that. Okay, it's been done. Think of something else. Remember the poster in the classroom. so many other ideas that you can start a story with. So start with action. It's way more exciting. Start with a question or a sound effect or someone speaking. Okay, that makes the story start right away, and we're into it, and it makes it sound a lot more interesting and original. So, no Once Upon a Time, I'm telling you, don't do it. In the middle, you need to have some sort of problem or problems that are going to happen that your main character has to solve or has to overcome. Just something to do. Okay, your character needs a goal. Your story can't just be them sitting on the couch all day and not doing anything. That's not going to be interesting to read. So they need to have to get up and go do something and overcome some problem. And lastly, how will it end? So you don't have to know exactly everything that happens today, just those points. So how's it going to end? Does the main character get what they want? Is it a happy ending? Is it a sad ending? Is it a big twist ending? Totally up to you how you want to end it. Okay, so that's all you're doing today. You are not writing your story today. Don't even think about it. I know some of you are already wanting to jump in right away, but you need to walk away from it once you have your plan. You need to know what your story is about, your characters, the setting, and a brief outline of the plot, and then that's all you do today, okay? Because your math is a big job today, and even just doing this is going to take a lot of time, and that's lots of work. You have other stuff that you can be doing, okay? So that's all. Come back tomorrow, sleep on it. We're going to have fresh ideas tomorrow. Maybe there'll be a little bit to add tomorrow, and then you can start writing. So I want you to just plan it today. And I'm going to share my little plan that I just did. Okay, so you could organize your ideas something like what I did here, okay? So you can see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can read it together. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Okay. So I said what I want to write about. I like reading and I like stories where there's adventure, and this one, sort of as I was planning it out, I thought adding some sci-fi would be fun. So my characters are Miko is my main character. She's a mostly black cat. She has some white patches. She's small, super cute, has sharp claws, likes to bite knuckles. In this world, she has a mech suit, so like a big robot suit that she's going to get into. And what she wants to do is to nap all day, which is pretty true in this reality, but in my story, it's especially true. And my antagonist, my other character, is named Garth. He's an evil rat. He has brown fur, red eyes. He flies around in an airship, and he wants to take over Penticton and enslave all the cats, okay? So that's what he's trying to do, which is going to not work for Miko, as you can see, because she just wants to nap all day. She doesn't want to have to work for all these rats. So the setting is Penticton. It's the summer, and it's the year 2050. And it takes place on June 20th, which is actually the start of the summer, and it's the longest day of the year. So there's lots of sunshine, and it's the best day for catnaps. Of all days to be enslaved, Miko doesn't want to be enslaved on the best day for catnaps, obviously. So my plot, in the beginning, Miko wakes up thinking it's just a normal morning, eats her breakfast, wants to sleep, which is pretty much what she does these days. The middle, she can't sleep because Garth, can you believe this? He's blasting heavy metal music throughout the city to keep all the cats awake. And everybody knows that cats hate heavy metal. So in the end, though, Miko is super tired because normally she sleeps like 18 hours a day and she hasn't had her naps. She gets into her mech suit, flies and fights Garth and destroys the speakers. Oh, I forgot to write. Remember, Garth has an airship. It's important to the story. So she has to fly up, and destroy the speakers on the airships. And once she does that, all the cats in the whole city are going to rise up to come fight and destroy the airship because they all want to have naps as well. So then they all fall asleep in sunbeams, and it is adorable. So kind of a happy ending for all the cats, maybe not so much for all the rats. Okay. So that's my story. That's all you need to do today. Like, if you plan out something like that, just have your characters, your setting, and a basic idea of where your story's going. That's more than enough for tomorrow, okay? So thanks for watching. You can share what you have planned today on my blueprint. That'd be great. Love to see it. Can't wait to read what everyone comes up with, okay? Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Enjoy your day.